Hello, welcome to Robyn's Roost. Today we're doing part one of the Summer Splash card kits with the charming duck pond. So the Summer Splash card kits are a series of 3 different kits put together by myself and 2 other demonstrators. Um, so I chose the charming duck pond set because I love critters and it's just a really cute set. So I'm going to be sharing one of the 3 cards. So if you purchase the kit, you already have the pieces cut to make this card. But if you didn't, you can still play along with us and do your own cutting. So this kit uses the Charming Duck Pond stamp set. Aren't those so cute? And then if you bought the kit, you also get the paper as well as your card pieces. So you get this entire pack. It didn't come with the stamp set. So that's, if you want to purchase the stamp set, you could, or you could use your own stamps. So the die set with this, I'll show you that when I flip the camera. It's easier to show the dies down. Anyways, card number 1 is this cute one sheet gatefold card. So this is the first card in the kit, and it uses the one sheet of the 6x6 designer series paper, and then you just cut it down a little bit so that it's 5.5. No, let me think. It's going to be so that it's 5.25 by 6, and then you're going to score it at 2 inches so you have the fold. So you're going to get to see both sides of the designer series paper. I think that's always a plus, right? Because both sides are really neat. So let's flip the camera and I will show you how to make this. Now I'm actually going to use a different piece of the paper. So you'll have, you can see how 2 different sheets of paper from this pack look doing this card. When you get your kit, I haven't cut this down because I thought you could choose which paper you liked best. Let's flip the camera and get started. So if you purchase the kit, here's what you're going to have. You're going to have, of course, your entire pack of the designer series paper. You're going to have a base that is 4.25 by 5.5. Now I did put in a couple of different colors of the tag for the label, for the greeting label, because I didn't know what color you'd want to match for your designer series paper. And then you're going to have 2 white circles cut with the Stylish Shapes dies and a little duck for on the inside. So if you didn't purchase the kit, these circles are, oh gosh, I don't have a ruler. Where's a ruler? It's the largest circle from the Stylish Shapes die set. And if you don't have that, the circles are 2.5 inches. So that'll give you an idea if you have a punch or something you want to use instead. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to pull in, here's the sheet of designer series paper that I decided to use for this card. And I've got it scored at 2 inches. So this again is 5.25. You're going to cut off that 3/4 of an inch by 6. And then we're going to fold it and find my bone folder here. And then we're just going to adhere it on the center of here. And of course you always have to decide which side of the paper you want where, right? I think I'm going to go with my first choice. So you could flip it either way on this one because it doesn't have, a real ducky pattern. And of course you can use your liquid glue, your tape runner, whatever you want to adhere it. Just go ahead and center it so you have even spaces. Straight is not my middle name. If you ever get a card from me, don't fuss too much about straightness, please. You'll make me feel bad. Okay, so now that we have that, we want to stamp our little frog. So we just need a scrap of white paper. to stamp our little frog. And we're going to start with some black ink. And then he actually is a two-step stamp. Actually, while we have this out, let's do our greeting as well. So I wasn't sure whether I wanted the pink or the peach. This is the peach pie. I think I'm going to go with the peach pie on this one. So let's stamp our birthday greeting right away while we have the black ink pad out here. I'm just going to set that aside for now. Close up the ink. Always close your ink pads so you don't flip something over into them. And then I'm going to pull out some garden green to do my second step. And excuse the head if it goes over the thing in my screen, because I'm trying to line him up. There. So that's all the stamping that there is on this card. And then we're just going to quickly color him in a little bit. Let's see. So I've chosen a dark seafoam, the soft seafoam in the dark, oh, Robyn, get your words together. We're going to do his tummy with that, and I am using the Stampin' Blend markers, but you could use the Stampin' Write markers or any other green marker for this as well. And then I've got some light Granny Apple, and I'm going to do the pad in that. So that's all there is to the coloring for the frog. Now we're going to take the die, we're going to take the little die and go cut him out. Now, if you didn't purchase the stamps and dies, of course, you could make this card by cutting out one of the images from this designer series paper. So there's a larger a larger frog in there that would work perfectly. Or you could put some of the little ducks. So there is our little frog. And now we just need to layer this up. Now you always have to remember that you're only going to put the adhesive on the one side when you're doing this, because you don't want it sticking onto the side you want to open. Okay, so we're just going to put this on here. And then I want this one to be right underneath here. So I'm just going to close the card with them together so they match up. And then we've got our happy birthday greeting. And we're going to put that kind of in the middle. Got a little bit of ink on there. Arr. Do you growl when you stamp? Sometimes I do. So we'll put him right in the middle. And our little frog is going to be popped up with a dimensional. I think all he needs is one. Yes, that will fit. So we're just going to put him right there. And then we have these really pretty speckled or dappled dots that are part of this suite. And if you bought the kit, you did get an entire sheet of these in the kit. So let's just put one of the big ones. And this came with 3 colors. You can see I've used almost all of mine up. So we're going to use the pretty and pink ones on this card. I think it's pretty and pink, peach pie, and maybe pebbled path. Gray, pink, and yellow for the ease of those of us who can't remember which colors are which. So we're just going to put 3 dots there. And then the last thing we have to do is we need to glue our little duck together. So this die, I'm not sure if you noticed it in the set or not. It's kind of cool. Both halves of or parts of the little guy are on one die. So you have, and you could use this one just by itself, right? Or you can glue them together and then kind of have layers. So that's kind of neat that you can run it through once and be done. Now, I hope I don't get too much glue out. This is a little tricky sometimes to not get too much. So I just want a little bit of glue on here. Probably too much. And then we're going to layer this up. Sorry for the hand in the way. And then his little wing is going to get put back in there. And I did cut 2 sets out. One was in Lemon Lolly, the lighter one, and the other was in Daffodil Delight. So that's what's giving me the 2 different colors. And I'm not sure if you've ever seen little baby ducks, but they tend to be yellow and fluffy, just like chicks. Although some of the wild ones actually have like brown stripes in them. And now if I was going to give this time, I would let it dry and then maybe take my glue eraser and go over it a little bit to make sure that I had all the sticky off. But we're going to rush it. So I want to put him right here on the bottom, and I'm just going to put a dot of glue and then set him into it. So isn't that cute? So this was card 1 of the Summer Splash Charming Duck Pond kit. Thanks for stopping by at the Roost, and you can always check to see if I have any kits available on my either my Facebook page or on my blog, and I'll have my blog address below. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day.